they sent me something in the court about I got to do a court order psychological therapy and stuff, when it's like I never needed all that. It's just my anger that they got me on, which is, not too good.
Reuben.
But I mean,
Reuben. So I have gone through exactly what you have gone through.
Okay, we're back. This is The Secret, How to Fight CPS and Win. I'm attorney Vince Davis, and I'm on with my co-host, Aaron Carranza. Aaron, are you there?
I'm here.
Let's take another call.
We have Reuben from California. Reuben, do you have a story to tell or a question to ask?
Man, I got a story to tell, a question to ask, everything above. But let me start off. I think I called you guys like about a month or so ago. And Mr.
I was going to say, I remember.
I was the one that you said that I went from the something to the frying pan, right? Because they gave me a guardian ad litem, whatever that is, without me even being in court or none or whatever. So after all that, I'm still going at it with CPS, and I'm going at it with them hard. They don't like me because of the way I talk to them. I probably talk aggressive or however, but, they're the ones that, took my son and didn't properly inform me about the course or none of that. I didn't get the detention report until like 2 months later, right? So I didn't even know what was going on when they removed my kid from my care when he wasn't even in my care. So to get to the matter at hand, I just had court for dispositional. We had a jurisdictional and dispositional hearings. So for the jurisdictional, they called whatever witnesses the people had, and then my attorney, she never, like I told her, like who to call or whatever the subpoena, but she never did none of that. She never, did what I asked her or to get the people I needed to so I could, help myself in the case, and she never did that. So from the jurisdiction, I think I did good. This is the first court I think I did good. I testified, excellent. And then the grandma was looking, because the grandma was trying to take my son. She's using my son's, the baby mama's case against me because I'm the non-defendant parent here. But it's like somehow, some way I got dragged into this when my baby mama was the one that was part of the case. I was never a part of the case. The grandma said because of my anger, that's why they were concerned or whatever. That's how I got through in. So really, I was always from the beginning never had a chance to get my son. They never once told me that, okay, your son got to go with you, none of that. They still let the baby go with the baby mama when she was, getting dirty after dirty, missing this, missing that, and then now it's like I'm like the center of attention of the case now because they don't want to talk about her. All they do is talk about me. Mind you, I got a stay-away order from the CPS manager. They just granted the restraining order and also a restraining order. The grandma said to protect her from me, from my son, for an incident that happened when I went to go take my son some presents to her house. I had my cousin there to see, and I was recording everything, so she wanted to say something else. So it's going from hearsay to hearsay stuff, because that's all they're using on me. So then, I get to dispositional because I didn't know we had to wait a whole month for the judge just to give an answer or whatever. So mind you, the other court coming up, I've been telling the attorney, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you file this motion? Can you file that motion? She doesn't do none. I think she started acting up a little right after I wrote her up to the state bar. I wrote her up, and then she started acting a little different after that. But she wasn't doing the best. But she didn't do what I asked her, so I think that's why I felt like I lost on Monday. This just happened. On Monday came the judge. They were just going all off me. They were going off this incident. So it was like they gave 3-year stay away for the CPS manager for text messages that I sent her saying whatever that some stuff I said, which I was sending through voice and text, and then so that's how they got the restraining order on me. So then the grandma using that incident to say that I'm a danger if you're scared, then you're scared, but don't put a restraining order for my son. He doesn't even know nothing. Mind you, they took my visits. I haven't seen my son already in a couple months. They still deny me my visits for my son. they're trying to say like I'm a man just because of my anger. I know I didn't, been a certain way throughout this whole case, but it's just the way that they've been doing me, and they have, I swear, like, I mean, they've been doing me wrong, and now I didn't do nothing. So I just got in the mail, I just got them. This is the first time I ever received anything from the courts, and they still have my address wrong. I got the progress report, which I just have a new case. This is my 10th caseworker. I'll say about our 10th caseworker, because each and every one, I done got these people on live. I done got screenshots, everything. They never let me once turn in my evidence. So a court comes, I couldn't. We gave oral statements, but they never once let me turn in any evidence. That I never got the chance to even do that, and that's how I lost as well, because they said everything about me, but I was never once able, because my attorney, she didn't want to turn in my evidence. They denied me 2 Martian hearings already to get rid of my attorneys, and they denied me the right to represent myself. And then, so it's like I'm losing between the court in Sacramento that, these people are working together. And then it's like now they just made a progress report when I just got this new CPS worker. And now it's saying, now the stuff they're saying on this progress report, which I had court on the 6th, and this progress report's from the 1st, is like, how you going to call me? And I didn't know it was a progress report. He just called me saying, son, because I called the daycare where my son's at, because they got a stay away order from there too. So because I called, they said that's a violation or whatever. Mind you, they just barely agreed to the restraining orders of this court. So then it was like, okay, well, I wanted to subpoena these people because my attorney's not doing it. So I called to get the names of the ladies that were there, because it's all hearsay from what the grandma's saying from the daycare. So that's why I was trying to get the names, do the proper things. Now they're trying to say that I'm violation, this and that. So they just sent me this in the mail, notice to appeal. So now I'm just stuck to where it's like I'm fighting these people, and it's like I'm at the losing stick because the way I'm fighting, and because they don't like that. You know what I mean? Now they want to give me services. They gave me, they sent me something in the court about I got to do a court order psychological therapy and stuff, when it's like I never needed all that. It's just my anger that they got me on, which is, not too good.
Reuben.
But I mean,
Reuben. So I have gone through exactly what you have gone through. Having your child taken away is a horrible thing, and you get angry and you feel like nobody's listening to you. And every day I tell parents, do your services, do what's court ordered, begrudgingly or not, and you cannot show any anger. Because they're going to use that against you. They're looking for any tiny little thing to further their, quote unquote, proof that you are unsafe to be around your child. So you are going to have to pull it together and be calm as you can so you can get your child back. And I know that's hard to say, because when they took my daughter, I thought I was going to rage on every single person, that was involved in my case. But it didn't get me anywhere. It actually, I took steps back before I was able to move forward. I had my progress report. They didn't even have the right name for me in it. There was things that were copied and pasted from another person's report. So I understand your anger, but just as a mama and like as a woman and a parent going through this, and a reunification coach, you're going to have to control your temper and, pull it back in, because every time you make a phone call, or even when you think that you are within your rights and your restraining order, they're going to try to violate you. When you're trying to call to get subpoenas, that's why you have an attorney. But, I'm legally, I can't tell you that legally. Just from my experience, you're going to have to stand there and, for lack of a better term, take it on the chin and calm down if you really, you want to. There's different ways to fight, and not just anger.
Okay.
And I know that firsthand, and it's hard to hear, because when they took my daughter, I thought I was going to explode with sadness and anger and rage, and they don't tell you how to deal with it, and they expect that from you. You have to present a different side of you.
One of the things you should also consider is talking to your attorney about filing an appeal, right?
Yeah, I try to tell her, and she's the type of attorney that she's not working with me. She's not working with me at all. If I tell her that, she won't even do it. So it's like I already, they had a Martian hearing the same day that I was trying to represent myself, and they gave me the same attorney that that was not working with me. I'm talking about like everything I tell. Even I told her to file a 388 motion. She said, no, I'm not going to do that. This and that. Like, so she's telling me what she's not going to do because she's the law. Because she knows better, and I don't know, she's far more experienced in this. That's what she tells me. She told me I will never see my kid again. She was arguing with me over the phone and all that, and I got it on video. So it's just, I'm fighting these people hard, but it's where I'm losing because I was never able to turn in no evidence. So can I file the appeal myself? Other than
2 minutes.
Oh yeah, you can file the notice of appeal. You want to make sure that you fill out the form correctly, and then the Court of Appeal in the county you're in, or just in the state of California, will appoint you an appellate attorney if you can't afford one. So go ahead and file that notice of appeal. You can Google and get the form. Just go California.
No, they send me a thing in the mail, notice of appeal rights, and they said you must file your appeal in writing, whatever. They're telling me you're in the same place.
Well, did they give you the form though?
No, they just send me a paper saying notification of appeal rights. That's it.
Okay, so what you should probably do is call me tomorrow, and I'll get back to you, and I'll tell you where you can Google and find the notice of appeal form. Okay. But that's not the most important part of this call. The most important part of this call is what Aaron said to you, and I hope you were listening to it.
Oh, I was.
Okay.
It's hard. Thank you for your advice.
Thank you for calling in, and thank you for listening, Reuben. Give us a call in 3 or 4 weeks. Let us know what's going on your case. All right, we've got to take another break right now. This is The Secret, How to Fight CPS and Win. I'm attorney Vince Davis with Aaron Carranza. We'll be back